Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. The four favorites for the Champions League as I've recently posted on Twitter are Real Madrid, Paris Saint Germain, Inter Milan, and obviously Manchester City. And in today's video, we'll be looking at all of their 0.10 at least XG chances and have our thoughts about them and see which is the best team in the world at the moment. Obviously, you can't say Bayer Leverkusen. They're not playing in the ultimate football competition. You cannot say Liverpool, even though they've been mid and overrated this season. We're simply going to talk about the four best teams in Europe this season, in the world, and see which one is the best at the end of the video. First of all, we're going to take a look at Paris Saint Germain, who created 1.23 XG versus Real Sociedad in the Champions League. Zubimendi here, I don't know what he's doing. Vitinha, give me that shit. Gives it to Dembele. Dembele runs off, gives it to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe with a great chance, but a great save for Merino. Once again, Dembele with the corner kick, puts it in, headed away. Hakimi gets it, takes the shot, gets a deflection, gets to Barcola's head, and he nearly manages to score it. Next up, once again, Ousmane Dembele from a free kick, reaches Marquinhos, and Mbappe is open at the back post. Great goal for Paris Saint Germain. Donnarumma, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Dembele. And one thing you gotta see about Dembele here is all the attention once again he takes away. 1, 2, 3 Sociedad players, all running off to the ball. Dembele gives it off to Fabian, and Paris Saint-Germain have so much space on the other side because Dembele have had all the attention on one side. Fabian gets it, gives it off to Barcola. Barcola one touch, boom, bam, beam, bam. Simple. And last chance for PSG. Beraldo with the clearance. Mbappe, target man stuff here, takes it down, gives it to Warren. Colo. Wide off the post. A bit sad, a bit unfortunate, but those were the PSG at least 0.1 chances for the Sociedad game. Next up, we're going to take a look at Real Madrid versus RB Leipzig, who created 1.43 XG versus them. Obviously, Brahim Diaz wins it well. Camavinga runs, gets fouled. Brahim continues, gives it to Vini. Vini to Rodrigo, and it's a bomb shot. But it's still a great chance. Toni Kroos here. Quick counter-attack right before halftime whistle. Gives it to Vini. Vini finds Brahim. Brahim once again finds Vini. And it's a disgusting shot from Vinicius. Once again, Camavinga here off the counter-attack. Gives it to Diaz to Vini. Vini cooks. Hits the post and Brahim can't get the rebound. And last but not least, Ferland Mendy gives it to Camavinga. Back to Mendy. Back to Vini. Vini, great turn. Gives it to Camavinga. Good cross. Joselu. Terrible miss from Joselu here. So Madrid, 3 of their biggest chances were disgustingly missed by Rodrigo, Joselu, and Vinicius. Next up, we have Inter Milan with 2.30 XG versus Atletico Madrid. And first chance here, very disgusting pass from De Paul, gets intercepted by Thuram. Thuram continues, goes through, gives it to Martinez. Martinez take one extra touch. And again, disgusting shot. Obviously was blocked, but it was a disgusting shot from Lautaro Martinez here. Next up, Sommer, great ball here. I think Pavard gives it off to the side. Darmian with the ball into the middle. Lautaro chests it down, gives it to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan to Di Marco with a beautiful cross to Arnautovic, who misses a clear-cut opportunity here for Inter Milan. Once again, Çalhanoğlu feeds it between the lines, gives it to Arnautovic. Arnautovic to Lautaro to Arnautovic, and Arnautovic with a disgusting miss once again. And here's the last chance for Inter Milan in the game. Stupid mistake here from Atletico Madrid. Fratesi gets the ball, gives it to Lautaro. Straight to the goalkeeper, but the rebound goes straight to Arnautovic, who slots the goal into the net. And last team to look at is Manchester City, and I didn't want to look at their Copenhagen game because, I mean, come on, it's not a serious game. So I took a look at their recent game versus Chelsea FC. Ithanaki gives it to Doku to Alvarez, cross, Haaland, big chance missed. Once again, cross comes in from the corner kick. Disasi with the clearance straight to Haaland, huge big miss. Doku gives it to Rodri to Alvarez, shot blocked. Quick counter-attack here from Manchester City. De Bruyne gives it to Haaland to Alvarez to Haaland to De Bruyne to Foden continues, puts in a great cross to Haaland, and Haaland with the third big chance missed in this game. Doku gives in the cross. Foden is there with the rebound, and Haaland is there. Yeah, again, big chance missed from Erling Braut Haaland. Kevin De Bruyne with a beautiful cross. Haaland with another big chance missed. And it's the last chance for Manchester City. Doku gives it off to Nathan Ake. Ake with the ball, gives it to Rodri. De Bruyne to Bernardo. Bernardo puts it in. There is Kyle Walker. Shot deflected by Disasi, but Rodri is there for the rebound. So now we took a look at all of their at least 0.1 XG chances, which is, I think, calculated as big chances in the game. And all of them had at least 3-4 big chances in this game. Obviously, they all played against different opponents. Some played home, some played away, and so on. But one thing we can take away is all of them are good at creating chances. All of these teams created enough chances to win their games, and they won their games, apart from obviously Manchester City, where Erling Haaland had a huge howler. But if we take a look at how every single side created their chances, Manchester City, what they want to do, they want to push back the opposition, create that deep block, and then just put in crosses, put in passes in between the lines and create chances. Paris Saint Germain, on the other hand, they were a very flexible team. I mean, 2 of their chances came from set pieces, which is very unlike PSG this season, but maybe that's a Champions League thing. I mean, we even scored the set piece versus AC Milan in the group stage. And obviously, counterattacks Paris Saint Germain is insanely threatening. And obviously, even from build-up, we saw that chance, how PSG built it up and created the Barcola goal. Very simple and very easy. And for me, that's the scary thing with Paris Saint Germain, that we can create chances from every single creation. City, not that good at counterattack. They're not even that good at creating chances straight away from their build-up. They always like to push their opposition and then create chances around their 11-man block at the back. Inter Milan, on the other hand, they are a counter-attacking side. They are a counter-attacking build-up side. They're not a possession side. They don't want to push you back. They always want to do this. This also makes them not take a huge risk and concede other attacks, because they are a defensive team. And last but not least, Real Madrid, I would say they are a complete counter-attacking team. They don't have the pace, the quickness, the possession, the passing to, you know, push the opposition and so on. So they're purely a counter-attacking team. And out of all of these teams, one thing we also got to mention is how many chances did they concede in their games, respective games. And City conceded 1.44 XG. That is not good against a mid-Chelsea side. PSG only 0.67, Inter Milan only 0.62, and Real Madrid with 1.42 XG. So not great from Real Madrid. What this shows us is these teams are all great offensively, but City and Real Madrid have weaknesses defensively. Obviously, PSG and Inter Milan played against Atletico Madrid and Sociedad, who are not the best attacking teams, but they still are much better defensively than the likes of Real Madrid and Manchester City so far this season. Stuff to also take away is that City and Inter Milan, they play a lot of team-oriented football. A lot of their chances, it wasn't just one man, 2, 3 players. It was always the entire team building up those chances. Whilst Real Madrid and Paris Saint Germain, they are very individualistic. Real Madrid, everything came from Vinicius and Brahim Diaz. Apart from that last chance, even Vinny was contributing in that chance. Paris Saint Germain, on the other hand, Dembele is at the beginning of every single chance we looked at in this game, which just shows how impactful he's been for Paris Saint Germain this season. Not the best thing to be that impactful for one team, because that means if Dembele is going to miss a game, how do Paris Saint Germain do without him and so on. But all of these teams, City and Inter Milan, they do it team collectively. Real and Paris Saint Germain, they do it individualistically. We can clearly see how they want to play. Manchester City, on the other hand, how they want to play football is they want to push the opposition back and then just play passes around them, wait for that small gap to open up, create a chance. Inter Milan, they like to get the team to press them, push up, and then create a quick counter-attack with crosses from both sides. Paris Saint-Germain, on the other hand, they can create chances from every single stuff. They press really well. They've been one of the best pressing teams in Europe so far this season. They are probably the best counter-attacking team, just player-wise. They have Warren Zaire-Emery with the ball progression, attackers like Mbappe, Dembele, and Barcola. And Paris Saint-Germain's plan this season has been always give it to Mbappe, Dembele, and Barcola, and they will create the magic. But they can also score from set pieces. They can also create chance from the opposition sitting deep and finding gaps and so on. Whilst Real Madrid, it's a lot of counter-attacking from Vinicius, Rodrigo, Brahim Diaz, and so on. So if I had to rank the teams how I feel, if I had to bet money which teams would win the Champions League, I would put Real Madrid 4th spot, Manchester City 3rd spot, Inter Milan 2nd spot, and Paris Saint-Germain 1st spot. I believe Paris Saint-Germain has impressed me the most in these Champions League games. Obviously, I didn't watch the City Copenhagen game or anything, but I would put City 3rd. They have not been that convincing, in my opinion, this season. Inter Milan 2nd, PSG 1st, and Real Madrid 4th. Obviously, there are some valuable excuses, like Real Madrid missing Rudiger, Alaba, Militao, Courtois, and even their best player, Jude Bellingham, in that game. But excuses are for lame people, and this is my ranking at the moment for the 4 contenders of the Champions League. You know, some people try to put Arsenal there. I got frustrated, but I understand that God didn't promise that everyone would have a functioning brain. He only promised that everyone would have a brain. That's been it from your boy PSG. Let me know in the comments down below if you had any other thoughts about the tactical and how teams play in Europe compared to Paris Saint Germain. Let me know if I got anything wrong in your opinion. And that's been it from your boy PSG. And as usual, allez Paris.